But first, our guests are going crazy for this local spot on Biscayne Bay. The restaurant is serving us a warm, inviting experience coupled with unique tapas and entrees, not to mention a picturesque view which rounds out the entire dining experience. It's located in Miami and it's called Crazy About You.
I am Joaquin Chamizo, and I am the managing partner of the Passion Restaurant Group. The Passion Restaurant Group encompasses Dolores, but you can call me Lolita, which is our sister restaurant, and Crazy About You, where we're sitting right now. Crazy About You, we opened 11 years ago. We are a very casual dining restaurant right here in beautiful Biscayne Bay. We're a detailed-oriented company that sells food. In a nutshell, is what Crazy About You is about. We have a menu that it's really set for an everyday restaurant. We have a little bit of everywhere in the world, so we call it a worldly cuisine. You have a little bit of Spanish food, we have a little bit of Mexican food, a little bit of Argentinian, so it's a worldly menu. Some of the signature dishes, as far as entrees goes, we have the zucchini carbonara, which is a low-carb zucchini pasta, is one of our popular dishes. Our skirt steak is very popular also on entrees, and I think we have probably two of the best desserts that I am very proud of. We have the wild cheesecake, which is a burnt Basque cheesecake, and we also have the best chocolate cake in the world. We don't really attract the demographic. It's really a restaurant that we designed, built for all ages. I mean, it's very energetic, very loud. It's one of the destinations that, you know, people want to come here in Brickell and be seen and be hanging out and looking at the beautiful Biscayne Bay. Crazy About You is all about the senses. We're all about the details. You come here and, you know, you have the views. We go out of our way to make sure that it's a dining experience that you will never forget.
So Crazy About You was recommended by one of our viewers, Alexa Kaplan, and unfortunately she couldn't join us for this recording due to some technical difficulties, but she sent us her review and I want to talk about some of the dishes she tried. So the first thing Alexa had when she went to Crazy About You was the smoked Mahi Dip. And smoked Mahi Dip takes a delicious fresh Mahi and they house smoke it and they combine it with little bits of vegetables, a touch of mayonnaise, and whip it up and serve it with crackers. And she said it was just delicious. She also had the churrasco with chimichurri, which if you don't know what chimichurri is, it's kind of a vinaigrette used for grilled meats. And it is from Argentina. It is based with parsley, a little bit of dried chili, sometimes lemon, sometimes vinegar, and oregano and olive oil. So thank you, Alexa, for giving us that restaurant. Marlea, what did you have at Crazy About You and what did you think about it?
I thought Crazy About You was a great experience. First, we had an appetizer of plantain bruschetta. It was delicious. They brought out the plantains and set them in front of you, and they were perfectly crispy, not too crispy, still kind of fluffy. And then they whipped up some tomatoes and strawberries and other things, and they poured it on top of the plantain. So that was delicious. And then for my meal, I got something called a Buddha bowl. It was like a quinoa bowl, and it had carrots and kale and sweet potatoes, topped with an egg. And for the record, I'm a vegetarian. So all of my choices will be vegetarian, but I was actually really surprised by how tasty it was. It was so good.
Steve, what did you think about Crazy About You and what did you have?
Crazy About You was actually a very delightful experience. I had some apprehensions when I logged on the web and took a look at their menu. The menu was all over the place, and it was a bit odd that the entrees were actually set up by price as opposed to just a listing of entrees. That said, the food was delicious. All my apprehension was gone as soon as I ordered, and the food was served. I ordered a few interesting dishes. The first was my appetizer, which was a Serrano croquette. They were very crispy on the outside. There was very little oil or grease. moist, and just delicious on the inside. My second dish, I'm kind of a salmon freak. I eat salmon everywhere I go. I go for my omega-3s and my antioxidants. And so I usually go to salmon as my entree. This was a soy glazed salmon. It was presented as mixed with soy and brown sugar. It was presented beautifully. It was cooked perfectly. It was medium rare, as I like it. It was accompanied by a stir fry of vegetables that were also very good.
Marlea, how was the service?
I thought the service was great. And I will say, one thing that my family and I talked about was that they were attentive, but they weren't like overbearing. So they didn't keep coming to the table. But when they did come, they made sure that you had everything that you needed. And I will say there was also a lot of people in the restaurant. So for there to be
Mhm.
that many people, they still gave us, good attention and good service.
Well, Marlea, Crazy About You was not your pick. However, please sum it up for us.
I would say Crazy About You is a great place to try new food, to get a great view, and to spend time with your family at a nice brunch.
Steve?
I think it would be a perfect place for a date to be sitting out there overlooking Biscayne Bay. Uh, and the food is just a great, tasty, fresh dishes. So everybody would enjoy it.
Enjoy some drinks by the bay when you visit Crazy About You, located at 1155 Brickell Bay Drive in Miami. They're open daily for brunch, lunch, and dinner. Reservations are accepted, and the average price for dinner without drinks is about $50.